Minutes of non-stop HIIT starting right now. Hey, I'm Preston. Right into it with a warm-up. Shoulder rolls, one direction. Elbows next, then the entire arm. Big arm circles. Let's reverse that. Starting with the shoulders, other direction, then the elbows, and then the arms. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're doing non-stop, high-intensity interval training. No repeating any exercises. Let's do some squats. Every time you squat, you get a little bit lower. Feet are hip distance apart, but as low as the knees. And then on the last one, let's get as low as we can and hold it. Nice work. First exercise, squat jump with a twist. Squat down low, hop it up, twist it to one side, end in that squat. Twist it over to the other side. It doesn't matter how far you squat and turn, or if you just stand in the center and do normal squat jumps, or just normal squats. So you have 3 variations. Did I say this is non-stop? So we are not stopping. If you need a rest break, pause the video. I apologize, the ground is not even, so sometimes I lose my balance. I'm doing 2 squat jumps at each little section here. You do whatever works for you. You could do 360 twists, 180 twists, whatever. All right, next exercise, 6 push-ups. Essentially 6 push-ups in one. We'll start all the way with our chest to the mat. Raise up just 1 inch, 2 pulses from the bottom. Then a couple more inches, 2 pulses from the middle. And then at the top, 2 pulses from the top. Slowly lower yourself all the way back down, chest to the mat. 1 inch up, 2 pulses. 1 inch up, 2 pulses. All the way to the top, 2 pulses from the top. Back down, slowly lower yourself. 2 pulses from the bottom, 2 pulses from the middle, 2 pulses from the top, and just rinse and repeat. You could do these on your knees if you want. Otherwise, try and support your own body weight whenever you can. Lateral high knees, find one edge of your mat. Start at the high knees. Move over to the other side. Keep those high knees going. Get the arms involved. Side to side, lateral high knees. Option, big marches in place or marches with an arm reach. Pigeon scared the crap out of me there. I think there's a pigeon right above me on one of those steel beams. So we have the lateral high knees, 10 more seconds. Cloudy day outside, lower 60s Fahrenheit. Single leg deadlift. We'll put all of our weight into our left leg. Hinge forward, nice flat back. Retract the shoulder blades. Right leg extends back. Once you get parallel with the mat, come up. Without dropping your foot, right foot behind the left. For a curtsy lunge, come back up to standing. We'll do the other leg all the way into the right. Slight bend in the knee. Left leg extends back. When you become parallel, come back up. No foot on the mat, balance challenge. Curtsy lunge, left foot behind the right. You just rinse and repeat. You do the single leg deadlift, hold that balance, curtsy lunge. Nice work. Bear crawl up now. Start from all fours. Lift your knees a couple of inches off the mat. Crawl it on forward. When you get to the end of your mat, you could walk backwards, crawl it on backwards. So the goal here is to keep your hips low, your abs engaged, everything solid from your shoulders to your butt in line or a little bit lower than your shoulders. And you just walk, crawl, not walk, crawl back and forth. 17 more seconds on this exercise. If you need to take a break, just hold the bear position without any crawling involved. Otherwise, keep the crawling going. Fast feet, come up to standing anywhere on your mat. Start with the little fast feet. Light pitter patters on the mat, just the balls of your feet. So my heels are not even touching the mat. That's how light and quick I'm staying. Let's add some reaction drills. So when I say up, you hop up. When I say down, you touch the mat. When I say right, left, let's give it a try. Down, up, left, left, up, right. Keep those fast feet going in between. Down, up. Last 10 seconds with the fast feet. Up, down, down, up, and great job. Plank jack with the shoulder tap. So we're doing 1 plank jack, 2 shoulder taps. So out, in, right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. If you want to make it a little less challenging, start with your feet out, in, out, so your feet are nice and wide. Then you'll have a wider base of support. It will allow your torso to remain more steady as you do the shoulder taps. Or you can do it about neutral, which is feet hip distance apart. Goal here is to do the shoulder taps nice and slowly. Do 1 shoulder tap each shoulder. You can really do as many of each as you want. It doesn't matter. Nice work. Standing star crunch. So body is in a star. We drive our left knee to our right knee to the left. Doesn't matter what. You could also add 1 knee, 1 reach. So 1 knee to elbow, 1 hand to opposite foot. Or you could stay doing just the standard star crunch. So every time you finish the movement, you end up in a star. You keep your arms raised up at all times. Well, I guess except when you're doing the crunches. But otherwise, arms are reaching up to the sky. Knee, knee, toe, toe tap. So we hit 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Really try and slap your hands with your knees. Try and really rotate those feet up to meet the hands. Lower impact option, of course. March it, tap it. Same idea, just both feet never really leaving the mat. Seven more seconds here. Remember, if you need a rest break, just pause the video and grab some water. Butterfly crunches. Down on the mat, soles of the feet together. Let me rearrange the mic cord. Knees nice and wide. Hands gently behind the head. Elbows nice and wide. We're just doing small crunches up. Shoulder blades stay off the mat. Looking at your belly button. Soles of the feet together. Knees wide. Elbows wide. Exhaling on that crunch up. The goal here is to never let your shoulder blades touch the mat. They're just barely off the mat. Small range of motion, and nice work. Side to side twisting jumps. Kind of like the first exercise we did. Let me just get my mic pack realigned. Where we're going to jump side to side, and as we jump, we're going to twist our body. Can I get the mic pack in? Yes. All right, so side, jump, and twist. You end up looking at one side, other side. Option, take out the twist, just jump forward, hop it or walk it back. Another option is just to do those squats if no jumping is desired today. So we have those side to side twisting jumps. Nice work. Piston press. Arms out to a goal post. Elbows retracted. As one arm comes up for the press, the other one comes down. You're creating imaginary resistance, pushing your arms through something thick and viscous. I'm thinking of chocolate hummus right about now. A healthy alternative to chocolate syrup. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades behind me, slight bend in my knees, tucking my pelvis, pressing up and down. If you imagine, create some imaginary resistance, this will definitely burn out your shoulders in no time. Nice work. Traveling burpee. So we'll hop up, hop out into that plank. You could add a push-up here or no push-up. Travel over to the other side of your mat. Hop back in, hop up, hop out, travel over, hop in, hop up. Maybe chest all the way to the mat, maybe not. Walk it on over. Option here, step it in, roll it up, reach it up, roll it back down, step it back out. Still try and walk it over, supporting your body weight. Step it in, reach it up, step it back out. If you also want to add a push-up, you could also do that on your knees if you want. What am I doing? I just started doing normal burpees out of nowhere. Nice work. Chair pose, static hold. Slight bend in your knees. Arms up next to your ears, nice and straight. Sit your butt back into an imaginary chair, and you just hold that pose. Hence the name, chair pose. If you need to come out of it, lower your arms, nice hip thrust up, then get right back into it. So you're engaging your abs, you're trying to get your butt as low as your knees, your torso straight. I'm coming out of it every so often. Keep that going. Try and hold the static pose for as long as you can. Otherwise, come out of it whenever you need to. I'm grabbing some water. Feel free to do the same. Pause the video at any time. Great work. Inchworm. Back of your mat. Reach it up to the sky. Roll it on down. Walk it on out. Hold the plank for a second or two. Walk it back in. Roll it on up. Reach it up. Nice and tall. Walk it out. Hold the plank. Walk it back in. Maybe add a calf raise. Maybe add a push-up. 26 more seconds to go on this wonderful full body exercise. Not high impact, but can be high intensity for the sheer fact that you can add so many things. You're supporting your body weight. You're using pretty much every muscle during that plank. All right, on your screen at the top center, you should have a number of jacks and air jacks. I'm going to do 2 and 2. So 2 jumping jacks for me, and then 2 big air jacks. For the jumping jacks, big range of motion. For the air jacks, I explode up. Option here, if you're not jumping, step it out, side to side, maybe squat it down, reach it up, step it out, side to side, squat it down, reach it up. Nice work. Ball slams, power slams, whatever you want to call them. Energize your hands together. Slam down your imaginary object. Pick it up. So you slam it down. You end in a deep squat. Pick it back up. Side view. Reach up. Energize the hands. Slam it down. And then that deep squat. Go at your own pace. Of course, your goal is to always try and move faster than me. Move bigger than me, than I. Move bigger than me, move bigger than I. What's the correct grammar? Comment down below. Frog stand, calisthenics, balance, core challenge. So you start in a frog squat or a deep sumo squat. Lock your elbows into your knees, walk your hands forward, shift your weight into your hands, and as you shift your weight forward, your feet will come off the mat, and you just hold that position. Feet a couple of inches off the mat, frog stand. Show you again. Lock your elbows into your knees, walk your hands forward, all 10 fingers nice and wide for more bigger broad base of support, and then you just hold that frog stand for 10 more seconds. If you need a break, just come out of it, get right back in. Nice work. Small skaters, so small range of motion. One side of your mat, a little hop over to the other, stay low. Feet or foot balances as you land. Got some weird something on my sock there. It's gone now. What was that? Very weird. All right, so small skaters. It's small, it's fast, it's low, light on the feet, side to side. Maybe pick the pace a little bit. Or maybe challenge yourself, hold the skate, hold the balance, side to side. Whatever works for you, whatever you want to focus on today. Last 10 seconds, arms involved. And beast hold. I almost said rest break, but there's no rest break today. Beast hold, all fours. Retract your shoulder blades, lift your knees up off of the mat just a couple of inches. It was like the bear crawl that we did earlier, but this time we are just staying in the static pose. If you want a little bit of movement, you can shift your weight back towards your heels, hold that, or hold the tabletop position. Halfway through this, or a little bit more than halfway through this actually. 20 more seconds. We do each exercise for 57 seconds, 53 seconds, something like that. Thank you so much for making it this far with me. If you're still exercising, great job. Woo. Mountain climbers, stay down on the mat. I'm just readjusting my glasses. Plank position. Run your knees in. Fast. Big range of motion. Legs should feel like they're floating for a second or two. If you need to take a break, just knees to the mat, hold that tabletop position, and then when you're ready, back to the plank, get right back into it. Your goal this routine, no breaks. That's why it's called non-stop HIIT. Alrighty then, good morning with the calf raise. Come up to standing. Fists next to your temple. Feet hip distance apart. Hinge forward, push your butt back, engage your abs on the way down. And when you're about parallel with the mat, squeeze, push, calf raise up. Arms up to the sky, back to the temple, hinge forward. Up to standing, calf raise. So for the calf raise, you press into the balls of your feet. You try and hold that calf raise for a second or two. Then hands back to the temple, hinge forward, butt back. 10 more seconds on this. All right, great job. Touchdown. Up now. Where are we? All right, we are here. Center of your mat. Hop the feet together. And then as you hop them out, your hand comes to touch the mat. Hence the name touchdowns. Option, step it out. Squat it down, reach it down, step it back in. Other side. Let me adjust my mat a little bit. There we go. $20 more seconds on a touchdown. Getting close to the end of the routine. How are you feeling? Did you challenge yourself? Are you challenging yourself? Whew. Rainbow thrusters. Very good. So a rainbow thruster, we're going to, let's add a pivot, lunge, pick it up, rainbow, motion over, whoops, back down, lunge it down. So up and over, knee to the mat. The thrust is on the way up, nice and quick. Explode off of those feet as you rainbow up and over, side to side. If that is too dizzying for you, just squat it down, reach it up, squat it down, reach it up, or maybe pick up something from your left foot, put it down on your right foot. All right, X rows, Y push-ups. So again, you have a number at the top of your screen. I'll do 2 rows, 2 push-ups. Come to a plank position, 1 row for me, 2 rows, chest all the way to the floor. For the push-up, back to the rows. Rows, you get your fist up next to your rib cage while keeping your hips in line. Your elbows go above your rib cage. You could do the push-ups on your knees, although I encourage you to try a couple of push-ups off of your knees. Last 10 seconds. And nice work. All right, come up to your feet. Going for running in place, or as it says, run. Let's pick up the pace. Pick up the pants. Pick up the pace, pick up the pants. The moon should not be out at this time of the day. So I need to pick up the pants, increase the speed, faster, arms involved, light feet on the mat, maybe turn, take a look around, what's going on. It's so dark outside that some places still have their nighttime lights on. And then last 3 seconds, as fast as you can. Woo. All right, donkey kick. 2 versions here. Any version or both versions come down to the mat, all fours. For the high intensity version, kick it up and out. So you're pressing through your balls of your feet, exploding up. Lower impact version, all fours. Bend at the knee, hips nice and square, and you're just doing pulses up. I'll tell you when to switch if you're doing the pulses. All right, so if you're doing the pulses, let's switch legs. Just small little pulses, engaging the abs. I like the pulses version better because it really focuses on using your core and keeping your hips level. All right, crab walk up now. Feet on the mat, hands behind your hips. Lift your hips up to the sky. Walk it back. One side of the mat. When you get to the back or the front, whatever, lift your hips up even higher. Keep them that high as you walk to the other side. My hips always drop, so at the end, I reassess, I lift up, and then I try and keep them up as high as I can. I'm getting a little bit better every time I do this. Looking at a high diagonal so you don't strain your neck. Nice work. A skips. Come to the center of your mat. Your right leg stays straight as you skip up just your left leg to start. So these are A skips, little skips. So you're exploding up, a little hop coming off that left, or you can just drive your knee forward if you don't want to lift it up. All right, let's switch legs. So all the weight into my left leg, straight, right drives in as I hop up. Add some speed to this. Plyometric, explosive. Three, 2, 1. Superman. Last exercise, core exercise. Come down to your mat. Arms extended long, legs extended long behind you. Lift your arms and legs just a couple of inches off the mat. Push your pelvis down, scoop your abs up. Let's do the lat pull, and then extend the arms back. Bend the arms, straighten the arms out in front of you straight together. Lat pull down the back, then extend straight back. Push the pelvis down, scoop the abs up, bend the elbows straight. So the focus here is to really push your pelvis down and scoop your abs up. It took me about a year to understand that cue, and it's still hard for me to do. Let's do a cool down. Come to a child's pose, knees wider than your torso. Reach your arms forward. Walk your hands to one side of the mat. Great job today. That was not an easy one. Walk your hands to the other side of the mat. Come to kneeling, right knee forward, arms up. Lock and twist, left elbow outside of right knee, look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Left knee forward, arms up. Lock and twist, right elbow outside of left knee, look over your left shoulder. Come up to standing. One huge breath in. fold it forward, and slowly roll it on up. Great job. That was 30 minutes of non-stop, high-intensity interval training. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you like the routine, come back tomorrow. Every weekday, 1 p.m., we do something different. Have a great